think of, I'll write down 3 or 4 things I look for. The list started rolling. But then I got to thinking, if I were hiring virtually if I was in any other business, there's a couple of exclusions on here, but if you were a manager, or you were the owner of a company, and you really were honest with yourself, I think you probably would be somewhat in agreement that these are traits that you need. I can tell you WWE's looking for bigger-than-life personalities. That means you have it. The first time I saw Brock Lesnar, he didn't know he had it, but Jerry Briscoe and I knew that he had it. We knew that Lesnar had it before Lesnar knew he had it, but we didn't tell him he had it. He was a junior in college, and his coach wanted us to make sure that we didn't recruit him too hard because he wanted Lesnar to win the NCAA heavyweight title in wrestling, and that year and the next year. And after the senior year, we could have him. So we started recruiting him early. No different than you would if you're a college coach recruiting a high school player. Same concept. No different than your NFL team scouting the colleges. That's why they have a combine. One of the reasons. So personality, bigger than life, something that makes you want to engage that individual. And you can't define it. You cannot manufacture it. You can't smell it. You feel it. And that's, I understand, very ambiguous, but it is an intangible. We look for athleticism. You can't have 2 left feet. You can't, I use this one down in Florida too, the kids look at me, in astonishment at some of the shit that comes out of my mouth. If you want to be a gold medal swimmer in the Olympics, guess what? You cannot be afraid of the water. So when you take a turnbuckle, you need to assault the turnbuckles. When you take a body slam, you need to take a great flat back bump and not be afraid of the canvas. Therefore, if I want to be win a gold medal in swimming in the Olympics, I cannot have a fear of the water. So you can't be afraid of hitting the ropes, you can't be afraid of hitting the turnbuckles, you can't be afraid of getting hit, you can't be afraid of taking a body slam, you can't be afraid of canvas. And I need to see that you got some coordination, so I don't care if you can hit 3-pointers in basketball or throw football or what, show me some athleticism. We are in, whether it's wrestling, and you go back a long time ago, and the old timers say, damn, the wrestling's changed, it's the shits, this body stuff. By the way, I looked at this Stanislaus Zabisco guy back in the day, in the early 1900s. He was jacked. Jim Longus was jacked. You look at Luthez, 1937. Tell me he wasn't extraordinary. There was a look. There was a look that made you look. So look has always been important. And we are now in more our society. Golly, just observe the magazine. Other people rarely make the cover of People. It's Angelina and Brad and all these pretty people. It's a look. Or uniqueness. I guess Octomom made a time or two, but she was unique. Skill set in the ring. If you're an indie guy and we're scouting you, then I want to review your basic skill set. Can you lock up? Can you take a flat back bump? Can you hit the turnbuckles? Can you hit the ropes? Or do you have respect for your opponent that you're not going to maim them? Are you careless? skill set. I want to set, my deal was a little bit longer process. We're going to get back to this, I think, there. Character. I play off, I'm a sports junkie, so I envision myself going into the home of a teenage kid, and I'm coaching at Oklahoma, and I don't want him to go to Alabama. So I got to figure out how to get him to come to my school, and along the way, I got to find out about his character, because if we get down the character road, I may be ready to put my turn signal on and say, well, I don't think you ought to go to Alabama. You might be better fit there. And they could do the same thing. So character is a big issue. Character is simple stuff. Again, what if you're interviewing for another job? Honesty, integrity, character. Not being a character. It's not like when Dewey Robertson portrayed the character of the missing link. Not that kind of character. Integrity, honesty, keeping your word, commitment. I want to know what your work ethic is. You can't be successful in anything in life being lazy. Really, this ain't Will Rogers stuff here. This is just simple 101. Work ethic. And I found out about your work ethic by talking to your peers, talking to previous associates. I found out about your skill, your experiences. What did you do at school? Did you just go to school? Did you just pass through? Did you play any sports? You weren't on any clubs? You just passed through? I want to know those kind of things. Being in condition, physical condition. I believe that WWE should have a full-time strength conditioning coach in the developmental area. It's funny to me that the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball, the NHL invest millions and millions of dollars on individuals to get them ready to do it, to athletically perform. And don't BS yourself. NFL is entertainment. I'm not telling you it's work, I'm telling you it's entertainment. Why do you think they're making a big deal of their schedule? Why are they making a big deal of throwback uniforms? Why are they using that XFL camera that's across the field? It's entertainment. There's nothing wrong with that. So, the TV business aspect of it is just what it is. So that comes back to look, comes back to personality and bigger than life. So we're a television business. Now, we can all debate that the business should be like it used to be, and it's not our business like I know it, and I liked it better when it was so-and-so. I'm not going to debate anybody that has that philosophy or that opinion, because that's what it is. It's their opinion, and they have the right to it. And I respect others' opinion. All I can tell you is that guys are making more money now than they ever made in the history of the business. Ever. So, how bad is the business?